going on, everybody? Rob here. Bit of a busy day, so I didn't get a chance to do this yet, but I stopped by one of the local little stores today. They had a Labor Day sale. You get like 15 or 20% off. I can't remember what it was. Essentially, yeah, really good deal. And the guy was really cool since it was like empty as hell. The area is usually pretty packed, but I guess with the holiday, everybody just kind of went out and did their own thing. So I was in there browsing through a lot of stuff, and he, I guess, was watching me. So he's like, you know what? You buy 5, I'll give you the cheapest one free. So that's kind of what happened. So I got, I think it was 15% off. I can't remember. But I got 15% off the total, and I got a free album in the mix. Anyway, I'm just going to get into it and stop talking. But the first one, let me pull it out of these sleeves, because I hate these crappy thick sleeves, is something for the better half. And I do like Van Morrison. Is Van Morrison's is this Moondance? Yeah, Moondance. I got it for her because she likes Moondance, and Into the Mystic is one of her favorite songs. It's a little beat up. This album's kind of, sorry, some tape on there I didn't see. Oh, there's a lot of tape on there I didn't see. Anyway, it's kind of beat up. But I mean, for the price, and one second guys, I'm pulling this off. And she's not like she doesn't really collect it, so I more or less got it for her just to listen to. Has a little bumps and bruises on it, but I checked it out there. But I mean, overall, it's in decent shape. I mean, gatefold. Something just fell out. A piece of it. Doesn't have the original sleeve. If it had a sleeve, it was probably a shitty one back then. I'm sure it's Warner Brothers. But the record's in good shape. Has a few bumps and bruises. I just touched that. But for somebody who's not a real collector and just wants the music, it is a good deal. So I decided to pick it up because usually this album in my area goes for a pretty good amount of money, anywhere from like 15 to 20 bucks generally. So I got that for my better half. And now to my stuff. I got a couple repeats albums. I found better copies of what I had, and of course, I'll tell you in a minute, but the first album that I picked up was in friggin' amazing condition, and that's Van Halen's 1984. This thing is mint. I mean, usually you can find a ding or something like that. This has no problems. Look at those corners. They're all super square, and they took really good care of it. There's the inner sleeve. Again, it's Warner Brothers. I'm surprised they even had normal inner sleeve. And then here's the LP, which is in spectacular condition. I am not the biggest Van Halen fan, but I prefer their earlier stuff, and I actually prefer the Sammy Hagar years. I even prefer Gary Cherone years, but other than that, and then again, a good deal. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but it's still in great shape. I found another copy of Bon Jovi's New Jersey. This is in really, really, really good shape. The only issue is it has ring wear, front and back. But again, it kind of fits into the motif of the, I just said motif, into the motif of the album cover, that worn, weathered feel. Again, it has the inner sleeve. Wow, the album's not in it. This is in great condition. My other copy is, the sleeve is beat up, but the album and the inner sleeve is in really good shape. So there's the album. So it's an upgrade, and I'll give I have a friend who's a major Bon Jovi fan, so I wound up giving her that beat up one I have, if she needs it. I don't even know if she needs it. Now this one I literally just got in the mail the other day. And you guys know, if you watch my videos, this has happened to me so many times that it's annoying at this point. And I can't leave them there because they're, tough to come by general albums in the wild. So, as you know, TNT's Knights of the New Thunder. Just found it today at the same place, and this one is in better condition than the one I just got. So, and it has all the original inner. I need to check to see if it's a different. There's the band, lyrics. There's your typical Born Mercury label. But I mean, it's in great condition. It's in, I'd say, near mint condition. The only thing I found wrong with it, and I don't say that near mint lightly, is there's like a little tiny scuff on the thing there. That's the only thing that's really wrong with this damn thing. Yeah, a couple edge wears, but it's still pointy. So, I mean, I was really shocked to see this in that good condition for very little amount of money. I probably got that for what it cost to ship that other one. So, and then lastly, my freebie, which is a damn good freebie in my opinion. It doesn't have the original inner, but it's a Warner Brothers, so it may not have had an inner anyway, is Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell. And again, in fantastic shape. The only issue with this, it has a little bit of like wear on the edge of where the album goes into. Other than that, and normal discoloring from the years of, from how old it is. Other than that, it's in fantastic condition. I don't think it has the inner, right? Yeah, it doesn't have the inner. I know Ozzy is synonymous with Black Sabbath, but my favorite Black Sabbath years were with Dio. I like Ozzy a lot. I like his solo stuff better. I don't think he has the greatest voice. It's unique, but I do like his solo stuff versus the Black Sabbath stuff. I love the Black Sabbath Dio, and Tony Martin is another one of that one album, the Headless Cross. I love that damn album. Anyway, there's the vinyl. It's spotless. I mean, it's in amazing condition. That's not a bad freebie, right? I don't know why this was so cheap. I know it's kind of a semi-common album, but it was literally there for $8. I don't get $8 plus the percentage off. And I know it says very good plus on the sleeve. I don't know why it was on the ebooks, but minus, I don't know, 80 cents off of the damn thing. But I mean, again, great album, phenomenal shape. It looks friggin' new. I mean, it's got a little bit of, not ring wear, but the bulge from the vinyl being in there too long. I mean, what year is this from? This is from 80 or 81. Sorry, Metal Lives. Yep, 1980. I mean, I gotta go wrong. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 albums. On average, they go for $10 on average. These are all in, well, the Bon Jovi's got ring wear, but other than that, I'd say very good plus. But the Knights, the Black Sabbath, the Van Halen are all near mint. I mean, in incredible condition. And I know you can't really see it all the time through the camera, but they are in fantastic shape. Even I'm like, are these real? Because it's just crazy. The Van Morrison's a little beat up, but I kind of like that with the old stuff. I played it there because it did have one scratch I was worried about on the very first track, but it played fine, so I know it'll play fine on my turntable. I was actually playing Accept. I don't know why it didn't play. I'd say I was listening to Accept right now, but it's not playing. Anyway, that's a killer album. The whole vocal change thing threw me for a while, but I'm really coming around to this album especially. This sounds a lot like Udo on this album. I don't know if they were going for that, but this really sounds a lot like Udo on here. I know Tornillo has that kind of voice, but in the past two albums, it wasn't as pronounced as it is on this one. And I think they might have went for that. But I haven't got off the first vinyl yet because it's so good. It just keeps playing. And I liked, I ran through it the first time. It was Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid is probably still one of my favorite tracks on it. Die by the Sword, the first track on the first side, is killer. All three. It's 3 songs on the first side. Die by the Sword, Hole in the Head, and The Rise of Chaos. All are killer songs. Kool-Aid and No Regrets are on side B. There really wasn't a reason to have this on double vinyl, but I mean the entire album's only 47 minutes. But whatever. I don't like when they do that personally because it makes the price more expensive for the album. It has 3-2, 3-2. It doesn't need to happen. I would rather have an edge side, you know what I mean? Anyway, again, I'm doing my normal ramble shit at the end of the video. Just wanted to share with you guys my holiday. I had work today, so I didn't really have a holiday. I went out with friends last night and had a dinner. That was my holiday time. But that's what I got today. I know I said I wasn't going to go digging, but when they're throwing 20% off stuff you buy, you got to kind of go look. And I know on Saturday they did the Facebook video, showing what they're putting out. And I seen the Van Halen and I seen the Bon Jovi, so I had to go look. Anyway, I'll find out about that Bon Jovi album. If she has it, then I'll send it to somebody because it's not in great shape. So, but otherwise, for now, that's going to be. I do have the extra TNT. I don't know who may need that. I checked the want list you guys posted. Nobody seems to want it there, so I'll have it on the side waiting for send or trade or whatever. Normal VC stuff. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to do an update for the contest on Wednesday and list everybody's name that I have down, so everybody's got a day, well 2 days, to get back to me if I missed the video, which at this point I don't think I have. I've got a couple people in the last couple of days that have done one, which I've got everybody down, so I think merely Chris I need to write down. But that'll be my update on the I'll do it on Thursday. That'll be my update. No, I'll do it on Wednesday, I'm sorry. Just to give people time to say, hey, you missed me or whatever. And Friday I'll do the drawing thing for the contest. And I'm over 100, so it looks like we're going to do the 2. For the contest I'm going to draw the first one. We'll get the first B prize, and then the last one that I pull, we'll get the first A prize, for lack of a better word. And I'll explain it again in my video. But if I pull the same person for the same one, I'm going to revert to the person pulled before at the end. Because the person shouldn't get 2, you know what I'm saying? So that's not fair to everybody else, so I'll also make that known in my video that I create for that. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good night. I hope y'all had a good holiday, even if you only had a couple hours to yourself. And I'll be talking to you soon. See ya.